morning, almost 9 o'clock, 10 to 9. Slept like a baby. That's my weapon. That's my go-to, is my PM routine, it's called. If you want to have a great day, it starts with the great night before. So if you want to have good energy to get good things done in the next day, you need to have a great night. For me, my biggest weapon, my biggest energizer is sleep. Good quality sleep. 8 hours of sleep. And preferably in a biorhythm kind of way. So I sleep from 11 to 7 and my shutdown routine starts at 10. So 10 o'clock, my screens go off. I start to unwind. I read, and then I sleep really good from 11 to 7. So then I'm energized the next day. And that's today. So, welcome. We got one viewer at the moment. That's great. Mike Sauer, my man. Mike Sauer is a diamond member on my Patreon channel. Used to be a great golfer. Very deliberate, consistent, what's the word? Passionate student. Mike's joining. It's probably, Mike, you should hit the bed, man. You got to work tomorrow morning. So we got also the vertical active. Bunch of viewers coming in. So today's plan, I'm leaving for Bucharest tomorrow with Sina, my youngest daughter. We're going to have an adventure. We're also going to the US Open together. Otherwise, I was not going to go. So I'm really happy for that. She really wanted to go with me from her own request. So I said, okay, let's make it a real cool adventure. So we're doing that. So day or two before the event, I switch from all the drills and all the stuff. Preferably I like to spar, but there's nobody in town. So I have to do it myself. I go to gameplay mode, which means I break the balls. I want to get a good break, one in the side. Otherwise, I do not continue. I play out the rack. Sometimes it's just a relatively easy run out. Sometimes it's a great safety battle, like the stream from yesterday. Go check that one out at 1 minute 116, 1 hour 16 to 128. 12 minutes safety and kick battle. Really cool. So sometimes that happens. And then I finish every rack with 2 tough shots, one from the left side, one from the right side, to work on that shot making. Because at the higher level, you got to battle for the first shot. You got to come with that first tough shot. So that's also part of the practice. Deep work sessions, not a whole lot of talking. This is really deep focus. And I started this, I try to say this every stream for the new people. I'll start in a minute here. This is not a highlight reel. I hate these highlight reels where pros, they show off this drill, fast forward 2-3 minutes, super tough drill. And they show the amateurs like, hey, look what I can do. That is not real life. That might have taken them hours to complete that drill. That's what you should be showing to the amateur players. The real struggle, the real misses, the real process of trying to get a little bit better every day. It's not all pretty sunshine and stars and stripes. It's sometimes you have tough days and days where you don't want to do it anyway. So that's what I want to show you here. I'm rarely perfect in practice. I miss shots, I set them up again. So what? Do them again, work on them, try to get a little improvement, and then move on. So this is not a highlight reel. This is not a tutorial like with cue balls in the screen. This is just follow along. And then if you like the workout, there's other streams where I do drills. You can follow along with those. Put them on, do the same thing. A little bit easier maybe, but that's why I started this. I don't want to show highlight reels. I want to show the real process of a workout from a professional, myself semi-professional. That's what I want to show. Okay, so without further ado, let's get kicking. We got 20 people online now. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? At the end of the stream, if you have questions, at the end of the stream, I will answer some questions in the chat. If you have a burning chat. Also, for the horizontal stream, I have the mic linked up. For the vertical stream, I have to dig into that because I also need the input for the power cable. So at the moment, that's just picking up the regular mic. So if the audio is a little weaker on that side, I apologize, but you get both sides of the story. So let's get cracking. I'm going to be a little more silent, and as usual, I'm going to try to do my best. So I'll start with breaking from the left side, or no, that's what I did yesterday. Today, I'll start breaking from the right, and then halfway over, about 45, 50 minutes, I'll switch to this side. So, enjoy. Thinking more about that 4, that the quality didn't come out that well. I want to shoot that again. I had to shoot with a tip of high left to get away from that corner. Nothing came out. So this falls like this. First rack, warm up a little. Just wasn't happy with the quality there. That's better. All right, so 2 tough shots. Let's see. Let's do get nicely warmed up with a couple of these. This will put some chest on your hair, is the saying. All right. Next one. Alright, some straight in shots again. Always good to keep that timing, execution high. Draw back to the reel. Better. I just need to wipe my cue down. It's really sticky. Let's see, I got a towel here. I don't use any of these special wipes. I just use water. Water and a little cloth. A little bit of water. Let's clean this guy. There. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to change shafts. Change shafts every day. I've got 2 shafts, same tips. I like to keep the tips in the same condition, so I switch every day. anything happens, I learned the hard way, and they're in the same playing condition. Let's do the breaker as well. Just some water and a towel, that's all you need. Boom. Next rack. That's not that great. Let's try that. I was worried about the side, the point of the side pocket. It's like this, right? I gotta shoot it through the gap of the 6 and to the point. I was a little bit hesitant. Make that a little better. It's a little better. The point is pretty big again. I think I gotta stun it lightly. Made it, but no shot. Let's see here. Can we get behind the ball? Got it is pretty thin. I don't think I can get here. Thinking if I can get here. That's nice. Okay. What's the jump gonna do for me? I could make it off the 6 in the side. I mean, the kick is tough. I could get lucky on the jump. I think I'm gonna jump. I think I could create some action with the jump. Let's see. Alright, let's try that again. That's amazing. What happened there? See, that's the thing with jumps. sometimes you got to realize if you run into a ball like that, that's somewhere around here, if you catch the left side or the right side, the ball has the tendency to go like into a safe area. So you can get intentionally, like, call it lucky or get a good roll there. All right, what do you do here? I'm going to use the 6. Yeah. That 6 is big. Try and make it. Roll. Jump or kick. Jump. Try to make it. Close. Away with it. Good news is the 5, if I use the 9, put the 3 here, the 5's a blocker as well. Always keep that in mind. I'm going to send it towards the 5. Okay, not a blocker, but I got a hook. This is jumpable. I'll make one of those days. Okay, 5-8 combo. Back to the shot making. Just do a nice stroker. Something like this. Try to come back in the kitchen. First line. If it's too hard, you can bring it forward to the third line or second line. I'm doing first, or this line. Low right. Let's do it even more. Otherwise, you could scratch here in the corner. Let's see. Just too thick. Other side. So you need even more angle, otherwise you can scratch there. But good stroke. Continue. Thanks for watching, guys. We got 57 on the horizontal computer view and few people on the horizontal view or the vertical. I see some questions. I'll try to do as many questions as I can at the end. Otherwise, it's too distracting for focus. So if that's okay with you, if you have any questions, fire them away in the chat. End of the session, I'll take some time for them. Hope you appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm running back and forth, and my mind gets what's called attention residue. You're working on that, you come back here, your brain's still working on that, you lose focus. So that's why I'm doing this. That's what I want you to see. Deep sessions, deep work sessions. Here we go. Ooh, ouch. Where to push, where to push. Jump is too easy. Let's see. Let's see. Where to push. My lordy. Banks too easy. Shot. Jump. Crazy long jump. Long jump. Where do you push? Wow. Where do you push? Can I tie up a ball? Can I tie up something? Can I send the 5 to the 6 and then come over here? Let's see if I can do that. Try to tie the 5 up with the 6. take it from there. Focus. Okay, that plan worked. That extends the rack. That's pretty amazing. It's almost straight in on that ball. I don't know how I can scratch in the side there. That's crazy. You never stop learning. I was thinking about going rail first instead, so it's probably what I'm going to try and do. There's the 4, yeah. Okay, so that proves that the push out was productive. There's nothing easy about that layout. So what do you do here? It's tougher than that. Can I hit this 5-6? Not sure. This is also practice. You get to experiment. I don't think I'm going to hit it, but I'm not sure. I was a little bit too passive. I had to hit that harder, but then I was afraid I was going to scratch. Okay. Too thick. What's going on here? Brain is trying to lose focus on me. Let's get it back in check. All right, 2 tough shots. Another push-up. Work it out. Whew, send the 3 towards all those balls, perhaps. Go forward. That's nice. I would give this back in a match. It's too difficult. You can hit the 4, cue ball can hit the 6, cue ball can hit the 7. I'm going to try to go towards the 3 and 8 and neglect the 4. Try and go 2 reels. Neglect the 6, 7, and the 4. Just try to give it a positive shot. Okay, 2 reels here. Try to make it. Too thick. Okay. Try to play for a bank. 5 goes. 4 good safe. Behind the 8, 9. Yeah. Gonna try to be aggressive here. Hmm. Trying to think, because it's this wall here is huge. So I was also thinking if I can overcut the two and send it 4 rails into that cluster. Trying to weigh my options. If cutting it in to like here, full aggression on the bank, or trying to go around for a really tight lockup, which I like. I think that is really high percentage. I think I'm going to do that. But that didn't quite work out. Still got a kick at it. Let's see. From here to here's the corner. Interesting. No combo. Be nice if I can make a few balls in the first try. It's not like they're easy, but. Sorry guys, got something in my eyes. 1 second. Let's see if we can do another stroker. What do we have? No, let's do more long shots. Different angles. Like these 3/4 ball hits. Like this. Frozen on the reel. Roll it in. Annoying shots. Straight. I feel some intensity burning up here. Getting pissed off and missing balls. Come on now. Other side. The real world. Start getting ready for your competitions. This ain't no highlight reel. Work on your craft. Grafting. Grinding on your craft. Second. Okay, one more break from the right, and then we switch uppy. Too stunning. Stuck again. A lot of tactics this first block. Wow. Feel I can scratch here or there if I go for it. I'm gonna try. I don't think the safety is easy either. Man. It's too wild of a shot. I'm gonna go behind the 8-9. Sure. Yeah. So this feels to me like a hanger of a bank. The only thing is the initial one, I was thinking it was going to go long. I hit it, it came short. Second one looks like straight and it came long. So I don't know what's going on, if it's because I'm hitting middle ball. Trying to get a little stun run on it to get off that reel. Maybe try to play more with just a stop shot, see if that has an influence on the straightness of the outcoming angle. Oh, see that sound? It's not jumping so much and curving. I think that middle ball, I learned something there. That middle ball makes it like arc. Weird. You could hear it as well. That was like just crisp. All right, let's continue. Tough shots. Let's do cut shot spin. Switch brake sides. Take a sip. Water, water. Don't drink sugar. Don't need it. So take the information. What happened on that break? It got to the front point and then the back point, meaning it's coming short. Short again. I don't think I'm drawing it too much. I gotta change the angle. A little bit more to the inside. Every table breaks different. Still short. the hell? I'm gonna come that short. What's going on? I feel I'm hitting them pretty good. I don't continue until I make the one. Sometimes it could be how they draw the rack. Maybe the rack is a little tilted, maybe the balls are a little off. It's your job as the player to figure out how to manipulate it more to that side pocket. So it's still coming low. So try this. Let's move a little more in. A little bit higher in the cue ball. Okay, no shot, but let's see here. Going for the 7 or the 3, guys. As a safety. Ooh. I think I gotta do the 7. I don't like it. They're both just as tough. Okay. 2 spot shots. Mamma mia. Struggling with this one. Come on. Man. See, some of these long shots, the 2 long shots I'm firing them in, and then some give me a headache all of a sudden. Just keep doing them until you make them. It's all about getting that execution up. And it's great that you guys are watching, because that puts a little bit extra heat on me. Because I want to make them for you guys as well, and for myself. Okay. See this break? Let's see. So what worked? A little bit more to the inside, half distance, tip higher. Um, 4 to the 5, 4 to the 5. Oh. I was more afraid that I was going to come too short. It's such a nice stroke onto a scratch in the corner. But I think I hit a little too hard. See, I don't like coming here, because how am I going to get here? And playing for the short side has a lot of value. I can go this way, one rail. Let's try that again. Softer though. Stroke. Let's try that again. Let's see how was it? That's ish. See the difference on cheese. Difference in energy on that cue ball, but this will work. I'm so close to it now. I can come one rail here. But it's not what I wanted. It's not about being perfect, but I just want to try and get here. That was the goal. What did I do with the open bridge over that ball? Yeah, that gives me more freedom to stroke. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh man, that was the danger. Gotta draw out of the scratch here. It's gonna go low. Definitely getting some good match simulation here. This is not me at my A game, but it is a good workout. Okay. It's tight. Cool. Okay, what are we gonna shoot? Let's do this one. Now, if you're having some struggling moments in these racks, funky things happen. Just maximum effort. What can you control? Maximum effort, maximum attitude, maximum focus. Sometimes, you know, it's just a little tougher. Oops, other side. 15 minutes more of this, and then 10 to 15 minutes of jacked up straight in shots. Okay. Back to ducking. Let's see here. Could go one reel that way. I can go one reel this way. Interesting shot. I'm gonna mark it. Let's see both outcomes. What can happen with these balls? Some good things and some bad things. So if I go one reel this way, if I catch it there, I could send it here. If I catch it there, I can send it there, but I could scratch. If I go this way, catch it there, I got safety options there. 4 can help me, but I gotta hit a rail. Going this way, cue ball could go here. I got safety options, all speed dependent. More so going off the short rail. So let's start with the side rail first, because I won't hit the 9 then. Let's see what happens here. Again, very speed dependent. The rule says you gotta make contact with the ball first. There's a bit too much draw, or just too low. There. What happens here? No good. Let's try that again. So that's too thick. Can I make an adjustment? Like that. Not liking it. I think it's too sensitive. Could leave an easy bank and easy save. Let's try this one. Again, speed. First take, check it out. Hit that side, the thin side, immediately a reward. Let's try one more time. Thicker side, no reward there. Try one more time. So you're hitting it full is what you don't want. You want to hit either side. I like the inside really, because then I can carry them off the 9, maybe get behind the 8. Like this, or create something like that. So I like this option better than the other one. All right. Ooh. This is ball in hand here. There's no way you can hit this ball. Unless, now 6 is in the way. So, what's your thing to do then? Make it tougher on the 3, maybe first of all. Okay, now that 6 is right in the way. Can I? Might get 3 fouled here if I don't do something quick. See how do I get 6 is just in the way of that line. I gotta go for it. I mean, there's nothing else there. I can't do another intentional. Can't go this way. Wow. You can hit it rail coming in. So that's a good hit. Okay. He will hit a rail. Is there a 3-5? Yes. So it could be worth to go for a bank. Okay, 2 tough shots. Let's see. Let's do stroker. What haven't I done? This one's good. Half diamonds. Something like these guys, these annoying starting shots, they're always good to keep in your arsenal. Aim. Ooh. A little over 4-inch. Not a lot of room. Where was it? Here? Right here. Cool. You struggled with the other ones. Those went in boom boom. Take it all on one big stack. The execution stack. Building the execution. Okay, 1 or 2 more racks. Let's go. Whew. Well, again. Oh man. My table has a tendency from the left side to go low a lot. Not so much on the right side. Gotta hit it a little bit higher in the cue ball, otherwise it dips too much. Can't figure it out. It's really low. Trying different things. The racket seems tight. I think I was almost 100% on the other side. This side I'm struggling. I'm also hitting the cue ball bit with a one ball too thin, I believe. Take the information, try to figure it out. If the cue ball's shooting down there, that means too low or too thin. Too thin is also too low. Better. Oh boy. Too much. Very risky. Would I try to bend it in a match? Because I'm a little bit fed up with playing shapes. I want to shoot, but gotta be disciplined. Would I go for this? Well, it is doable. Punished. Thought I could make that. Go first. practice session. Okay, too tough one. Let's see. Let's do 2 strokers. 2 of these, yeah. So long, try to get him off angle, try to get him back in the kitchen. One left, one Cool. All right, jack top shots. I use an older cue ball for that. Straight shots, different distances. I do them 1 ball from the rail. And this is because, like, in a match, you know, you could get funky little shots. Doesn't look like much, but let's say you get a shot like this, for example, right? And you got to stop your ball, or you get a shot, let's say this. You got to stop your ball, or something like this, and you got to stun it in and come back here for a ball here, something like that. It really helps to put some practice time into the straight jacked up, because it gets that timing and execution up. I see a lot of questions come in. 10 more minutes, guys. 10, 15 minutes, then I'll go through the questions, if that's okay. I just want to finish this workout. So please stick with me. So we set them up. Mirror image. And what's a lot of fun as well, I've done this with Mark Bijsterbos, my former World Cup buddy and roommate. And we did, we bet something like 20 bucks or whatever. And we did 10 stop shots from the left, 10 from the right. So the first guy that gets to 20, he wins the 20. And it's just fun, right? You alternate shots. And sometimes you're behind like 4 shots, you catch a gear, you catch up. And we've had hill battles a couple of times. It's a lot of fun. So you can practice this with a friend. You set them up like in front of the 3rd diamond, somewhere here. I do them various distances now for variety, but if you do the battle, you can just pick one spot. So again, I mean, you can butcher these and you can make a bunch in a row. It's all about the timing. That's why I'm doing this. No, sometimes it doesn't look pretty and I feel a little horrible about it. But hey, that's the real world. That's what I want to show you. This is not a highlight reel. This just means just working on my game a little bit here and there. Better. Other side. Unwind spin. See, straighten out that stroke. Done it in a while. I do this before every event. Come on. Off center. Left side the whole time. Oh, it feels horrible when you miss him. When you make him, you feel like King Kong. Oh. Different distance. Slap. Nice. Larry Neville was the best at this. Rest in peace. Earl also is really good, but Larry was the best. He would do these frozen on the rail, drawn back. Insane. Son of a gun. Stamina now. Final stretch of the workout. Better. Oh. Gross. It's just a hair of unwanted spin in there. Straighten that out. Amazing. I shall not rest until I make this ball. No, I can feel it when I execute. I'm steering. So that's what I'm doing, is straighten it out. It's good for everything. Long straight ins, your brake. It's good for your intensity, that's for sure. Good for your jumps as well. Oh man, that was tough. Ooh, hallelujah. All right, I'm tired. Take one sip, then I'll do some questions. Woo! Okay, let me scroll up. Let me start at the beginning. Good morning, thank you. Will you upload the training session afterwards? Yes. When I press end recording, or what does it say here? End stream, YouTube automatically puts this on my channel. Look under live. Look under the thumbnail, deep work sessions. This is number 7. So I have 1 through 7 up there now. Some are like this, dynamic play, and some are with drills, so you can follow along. Next question. I said, you share. Thanks a lot. This is not a dynamic 3 table. This is a Pro Star table by Leo and Longoni. Great table. Pro Stars over here. Wooden frame, but incredibly stable. The pockets are a little bit over 4 inch. Yeah, I love it. So check that out. Again, Longoni Qs, Flames Q, my own line with the new breaker. This is the new breaker. Longoni, my own line. They have the new jumper out there now. This one's super cool. Look at this design, guys. Hope you can see this. with little holes to cut out even more weight. Graphite, really cool. Next question, cheers. Pocket size I just did. What's the purposes of two spot shots? Is there... okay, yeah, the training routine is, I did for this routine, I end every rack with two shots. You saw that sometimes the spot shot, stroke shot, roll shot, they're always tough, annoying shots. So therefore I do that. Jim Chalky, what's going on? Any tips for players making a comeback? I think just jump in the box as fast as you can. Start playing with players same level, maybe a little better. Play tournaments, get, just wipe the dust off. And remember, this is the biggest one for comeback players: no expectations and no comparing. If you compare yourself to like when you were steaming hot 10 years ago, that might not be the you as of now. You got to work on your game where you are now. So be where your feet are, not 10 years ago. I think stay in the present, work with what you have now. I think that's the biggest key. No expectations. Human assessment for someone has been, what's going on here? Student pressures on me turn more interesting. Serious question. Do you think if a mental state, someone in the chat, if a mental state always affects your gameplay, or even have I had days where I felt horrible, still played perfect? Interesting question. Check out my Mental Mondays videos. There's one about, are you really that bad? Are you really that bad that you need to feel great in order to play well? That's a big question. We're always so dependent on, oh, I'm not feeling great. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm not. It's the feeling's not there. I'm worried. I'm anxious. A lot of times you will not feel great when you're in the box, when you're competing. You're gonna have fear. You're gonna have to deal with anxiety. You're gonna have to deal with nerves. And the good news is everybody else has the same thing. And if they say they don't, they're lying. Or it's just a player that's red hot and won like 3 tournaments in a row. Of course, he's going to have less anxiety. He's on a high. But the rest of the field and the world, everybody goes through the same emotions. So, yes, I've had, for example, I spoke with a student on my Patreon yesterday. I played Kazakis at the US Open, and I was not feeling good at all. And I won the match 10-4, and I came out of that match still feeling like shaky, and I was nervous. And I thought it wasn't there. I wasn't feeling great. I look back the match a few weeks later. I missed one ball, and I made maybe one more mistake, or maybe two. But I played like a really good match. So sometimes we can be really hard on ourselves as well. We all are. Like, oh, I'm not feeling great. Maybe it's looking silly. I must be looking nervous. People sometimes have no clue how you're feeling. They think, man, he's playing really well. So yes, just go through that. Sorry, I'm not gonna do German questions. I'm sorry. Just write English, please. Let's see. Is there any more questions here? Separate, not separate. Big questions. Would you mind going through some comments back when I start with Niels? I think I went back. What did it say? Longoni overhead pool table lighting. Yes, it's a Longoni. This is the Longoni LED right here. Super light, and then I have a couple of extra lights on the side for the stream. Just regular lights from the builder's market. No, on the jack top, it's coming, yeah, like a little jump. It's not really jumping. It's just elevate or coming up for a little bit and then going through over the table. It's not a jump shot. The jack top. Right foot on the line. Yes, right foot on the line. go check out my video on stance. My right foot, my cue is over my right hip. I step out a little bit with my right foot to about 2 o'clock, and then I step out with my left foot, and that gets me in line. Both knees are a little bent. There's other theories out there. I think this works fine. If you got your right hip, your right foot over the line, mostly your right hip, because that gets you nicely separated from your chest as well. So, and then the foot just steps out a little bit. It's over the foot. Don't overanalyze it too much. Just get it in that ballpark and you're right there. Okay? I think that's good enough for now. Thanks everybody for watching. That was fun. It was a tough workout for me. 3 questions again. What went well? I think my effort, my attitude, and those 2 went really well. My focus was a bit up and down. Sometimes I was daydreaming a bit, which happens. That's why you guys are great being out there. If I miss a ball or 2, I'm like, try to snap back into it. So that's great. What needs some work? That break from the left side still needs some work. Right side was awesome. I think it's pretty well. I need a little bit of sparring. I need some match play. So I'm going to Bucharest tomorrow. Starts with with the 16-man invitational. I'm going to get into the groove, sitting down a bit instead of only at the table. And then when I get some matches, I'm right there. So I think that's fine. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll do another stream next week. Take care, guys. All the best. Practice up.